only leave like little chunks in my smoothie. Like, I just want to drink my smoothie. I do not want to eat it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley Jumease, and I'm a holistic nutritionist who wants to teach you, yes you, simple ways to fuel your body using food. So in today's video, I have 5 Amazon essentials that you need in order to have a healthy kitchen. So my first Amazon essential is a non-stick pan. The non-stick pans that I have came in a set, and I love them. They're in 2 different sizes. One I think is a 10-inch pan, the other is a 12 to 13-inch pan. And I love that these non-stick surfaces are so easy to cook with. I love that when you have good quality non-stick pans, you barely need any oil, if no oil at all. And with that gives you more control over the types of fats that you will be having on your food. Non-stick pans can be used for anything from sauteing to frying. I really like to use them for cooking like my eggs or sauteing my veggies, like for like a quick way for them to cook. Like I love having a good quality non-stick pan. One thing that I also like doing too is if I need to do any quick steams on any of my vegetables, such as Brussels sprouts, which can take a long time to cook when you're just roasting them in the oven, or if you are trying to cook them like face down. When I put a little bit of water, that steam really allows it to break down those really tough parts inside of the Brussels sprouts, and so then I'll put the glass lid on top, and it just makes it cook so much quicker. So my second Amazon essential for a healthy kitchen is to have a good quality blender. The blender I have right now, I've had for a little over a year, and I really like it. However, I do notice that because we use it multiple times a day, whether it's for making juices or smoothies, it's not lasting like as long as I would like. So I may end up getting a new blender pretty soon, depending on how this one goes. A good quality blender is exactly what you need in order to make those things that I was mentioning earlier, those smoothies. You can make sauces, you can make your own cookie dough with the different attachments that my blender has. Like, I absolutely love that. So I will leave a link to this blender in the description box. A good quality blender makes everything so much easier when it comes to blending frozen fruit or making your sauces so that you can have the desired consistency. I really like having a blender that has automatic buttons just so that I do not have to think about it. So if I have a smoothie that has a lot of frozen fruit in it, I know that I need the Ultra Blend button to click on versus the regular blend button, which will only leave like little chunks in my smoothie. Like, I just want to drink my smoothie. I do not want to eat it. And so it makes it so much easier to have that creamy, perfect consistency when you have a good quality blender that can smooth that out for you. So my third Amazon essential for a healthy kitchen is to have a food scale. I really like having a digital food scale. Makes it easier for me to just put some foil or some paper towel just so that I can have a covering for it. I have a glass top on mine, and that then I just like click the button to turn it on, and then I just put whatever food that I want on it. Having a food scale is really important for portion control. I find it easier to use that for my proteins. That's typically what I'm weighing. Right now, I'm just paying a lot more attention to my macros, and I have certain macro goals that I'm trying to achieve each day so that I can build muscle as I'm weight training more. Having a digital scale will tell you the exact amount that you need. Typically, you'll need about like 3 to 4 ounces of a protein, and protein intake, getting the right amount of protein intake can actually be pretty difficult. And so with that, I'm using my food scale to measure out exactly the amount that I need, especially when it comes to meats or seafood or beans. Having that food scale just takes the guesswork out of it. Like, who really wants to be like trying to figure out all of the portions, like how much is an ounce, how much is 2 ounces, how much is 3 ounces, how much is 4 ounces? Who really wants to do that? Not me. And so because of that, I have the food scale. It just makes it so much easier for my life. So while you're at it thinking about portion control, you might as well go ahead and get a measuring cup and spoon set. I really like having measuring cups and spoons that are good quality, whether they're plastic or metal, and I can have all the sizes that I need for all of the recipes that I'm making. Typically, if I'm trying a new recipe and I'm trying to figure out the right portions of seasonings and sauces, that's when it's really helpful to have those measuring cups and spoons, especially when it comes to sauces, because sauces can derail your diet. When you are buying a sauce and using one that's pre-made, they can typically be higher in sodium versus you making your own because they're packaged. And so with that, it's really helpful for you to be measuring out, at least for the beginning of you having that sauce, so you can figure out, okay, so how much do I exactly need? And then put that into whatever recipe that you're making. And that way you're not getting excess calories that you really don't need. Another thing I really like doing with my measuring spoons is measuring out my portion of honey. I love having honey on my oatmeal. I love having honey on my yogurt parfaits that I make literally every single day. Just pouring the honey out of the bottle on top of my oatmeal and my yogurt parfait can just be way too much. And I know that it's way too much, but I want something sweeter, and it just can really derail me by having way too much sugar. And I don't know if people think about this either, is that if you just, especially if it's something that's warm, if you take the measuring spoon and when it's honey and just mix the spoon into whatever your mixture is, it melts the honey and just makes it so much easier. However, if you have something that's cold, like yogurt, then in that way I just like dig my finger in it and then I pour it out and then like put like excess honey, like push that out with my finger. It's perfectly fine. Like, I'm the one that's eating it, no one else. Then I have so much more control over the amount of sugar that I'm getting versus me just like freeballing it with the bottle. Using measuring cups can be really helpful too as you're portion controlling for things like rice and pasta. Like, when we're eating that rice and pasta and we have them on larger plates and you just pour it out with the spoon, you have no idea the amount of calories that you're getting, the amount of carbs, the amount of fats. It's just way too much. Especially when it comes to pasta, we eat with our eyes first and it just never seems like there's enough on the plate. Putting the rice and the pasta in the measuring cup first, like topping it off and then pouring it onto the plate, makes it so much easier for you to know exactly what you have. So my fifth top 5 essential from Amazon for a healthy kitchen is to have a fruit basket. Now, people may not think about this as being an essential to your kitchen. However, having a fruit basket where you can just easily get up and grab it when you want a quick snack is just so much easier than you just grabbing some chips or grabbing even a granola bar when you've already had enough carbs. Having that fruit instead gives you those vitamins, those nutrients that you really do need, versus you grabbing for something salty and crunchy. When you're trying to start a health journey or even continue a health journey, you have to make it easy for yourself. Having that fruit basket makes it so simple and convenient. Just put it right on your countertop. I like the kind that has a little hook on the top so that you can put your bananas up there and have the rest of your fruit just like laying in the basket. It's just so much easier for me than to think about like opening the fridge to grab something. So my bonus Amazon essential for a healthy kitchen is meal prep containers. I absolutely love having meal prep containers because meal prepping saves you money, saves you time, and it also saves you calories and unwanted food. I really love having glass containers. They're easier to use to warm up. I've talked about my same like meal prep containers that I've had now for years. Those meal prep containers have not done me wrong. Like, they just have a little plastic top on them. When I'm ready to like heat up my food, then I just put it in the microwave. I loosen up the top though first, because that just might cause all types of steam on the inside. I don't want no trouble. So having those meal prep containers have made it so much easier for me to not spend money eating out. When I am at home, like when I'm working from home, and I could always just order DoorDash. Like, instead of me ordering DoorDash, I already have my food meal prepped and ready for me to eat. And even if you aren't trying to necessarily like lose weight or anything like that, meal prepping just in general just saves you that time and money, so you don't have to think about it. Like, who wants to be thinking about what we're eating and what we have to make every single day? Like, it is just too much. I have other things that I need to be doing with my time, and I'm sure you do too. And so having that meal prep already done for you and having like good quality containers is just essential. Having like the plastic containers where if you have like some spaghetti sauce or some marinara, like, you all know that when you're warming that up in the microwave, it like stains your container, and so you can only use it that one time. It stains it red, or like after a while, the plastic containers will have like these like little like white spots on the containers from where like it's basically rubbed off from you warming up your food in the container. Like, that is just bad. Like, think about it, like that stuff is actually rubbing off on your food and then you're eating it. So it's better just to have glass where there's no rubbing off that happens. They're BPA free, and you can have exactly like that amount of food that you need, and you don't have to worry about anything making you sick. So those were my top Amazon essentials for a healthy kitchen. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to like it, comment, subscribe it, and don't forget to share with your family and friends if this is the type of video that would help them to have a healthy kitchen too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend some time with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.